Hello, everyone. I'm Sign One News anchor Gatry Persaud. Well, now Gatry Killings. I got married. We have a very special report tonight, and I'm so excited. If you remember earlier this year, I had an opportunity to interview former NFL player Tim Wright. Yes. Remember, he played 5 seasons in the league, won a Super Bowl ring with the Patriots. And when he left the NFL, now he's a businessman. And what he is doing now is revolutionizing audio technology, especially in the disability community. Tim, welcome back.
How you doing? Hello, everyone. Great to be back.
I'm really excited to have you back and looking forward to all the new things that you've been doing since the last time you and I chatted.
Yes, I'm excited to share. It's been a great evolution, a great journey, and the impact has been so fulfilling. So I'm super excited to be back on the platform today. Sign One News, you are all incredible. This is a platform that's reaching the world and bringing transformation. So that's what we're a part of. That's what we're about, and we want to do the same. So thank you.
I'm excited to hear that. So can you catch us up on what you've been doing since the last time we chatted? The new things you've learned, what have you been doing, the impact you've had the last time we talked?
Absolutely. So I would say over the last 3 quarters of this year, we've been on a tour of bringing a revolutionary experience with our headphones and engaging with the community organically. We've allowed nearly, I would say, 1,000 people experience our technology from the deaf and hard of hearing community. And again, it's been so fulfilling to witness how people are experiencing sound in ways they may never have before. And that's part of our mission with Home Audio, and particularly our One Sound campaign. And we want to expand the boundaries of headphone technology for everyone. We want to bring access to sound in ways that never has been presented before. And so, just to give some context for our first time viewers, this is Dome headphones. This is our prototype 3.0, and it's the world's first open and closed ear bone conduction headphone. So essentially, we are giving the world options when it comes to your listening experience. You're able to hear your music, take your phone calls, hear sound, communicate with one another with an open ear experience where nothing goes inside your ear, so you can hear the world around you. But then when you want to block out the outside world, you attach this component called a dome cover to the frame of the headphone, and it amplifies your music and blocks out the outside world. And so essentially, with this technology, it was invented from scratch from my partner, who is the founder and CEO of Dome Audio. His name is Ben White, and he spent 25 years in the music industry as a songwriter, producer, musician. And so he had that experience with sound. And he got his hands on a pair of conventional bone conduction headphones. And though the conventional technology only has 2 speakers that sit on the jawbone, he said, I understand the concept of this experience, but I think I can make it better. And so he turned the headphone around and put it on his mastoid bone behind his ear. And that's when the light bulb went off. So essentially, he created a 4 transducer hardware headphone device. And now it's driving an immersive, full fidelity experience. And that's what the world has been engaging with. And again, witnessing as I put the headphone on person to person, no matter if they're old, young, male, female, hearing, deaf, hard of hearing, we're bringing access to sound for everyone. And again, just to see their jaw drop as that music plays, or as I speak into one of our features that allows it to transmit voice and sound, is just amazing to witness. So we've been on tour again around the country, and eventually we're going to be going around the world to different regions and to different communities that's so eager to hear this experience. And we're very excited for that.
That is really exciting. And it's really fun to see that you're meeting so many different people. So you were mentioning about hearing people trying them on and deaf people trying on. What's the difference? Because I'm deaf and I'm just kind of curious, what do you expect? I'm just curious, the perspective from a hearing person and a deaf person.
Yes, great question. So my understanding of the anatomy of the ear is that there are three chambers: the outer ear, the middle ear, and then the inner ear. And in everyone, the inner ear is where the cochlea lives. And the cochlea is the hearing membrane that sends the signal of sound to the brain and processes sound. And so for what we understand about folks who are either deaf or hard of hearing is that there's some challenges that may reside in the outer ear or the middle ear. And so our technology bypasses the outer and middle ear and sends the sound using vibration directly into the inner ear. And most headphone brands in the conventional space that uses air conduction that sends the sound through the air into the ear, it has to go through the outer ear, then the middle ear, just to get into the inner ear. So for our technology bypassing the outer and the middle ear, it gives a direct experience and processing of sound right into the cochlea. And that's how, no matter if you're hearing or you're deaf and hard of hearing, you're able to experience both and have whatever unique experience to your hearing level with our technology.
That's very interesting. I learned a lot about kind of the ear and the cochlear. Wow. That's a lot of big words. So specifically, when a hearing person puts on the technology, what do they say?
I think we should just show the world right now. So if you don't mind, can you play the Dome X Haggerty highlight clip? Let's check it out. Let's see what people are saying.
Oh. This is insane. Holy crap.
Wow.
I got a friend of mine who's totally deaf. I got to turn him on to this.
I'm a musician. It's crisp. Very nice. Wow.
Oh my God. Oh, way cool.
This is crazy.
Oh man, I can feel it. That is incredible. No way. That is awesome.
Crazy, right?
I love it. I don't want to scream. It sounds like being at a rock concert.
Are you kidding? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's crazy.
I love this thing. This is incredible. I did not expect this. Super powerful.
I don't even want to take it off. This is awesome.
No way would I have thought that. It's wild.
This is insane. It's not even in my ear. The effect is just awesome. That is cool. Just
look out, Beats.
I love it. I'm like,
you don't need stereo, you just need these.
What an incredible technology.
Thank you.
harness the sound. This is literally the future.
Yeah. That makes me thirsty for those headsets. I'm jealous. I want one.
Yes, it's coming. It's coming. Trust me.
It was their faces are like, wow.
Yes. And that's the same across the board. It's the same across the board. So what you're witnessing is an illustration of how people not only hear the sound or hear the music, but you can actually feel the sound and music. And that's one of our taglines, feel the music, because it uses vibration. So there's spectrum of sound and the way people translate sound with our headphones that's unique and different, unlike anything that's ever been offered before. So that's what you're witnessing.
I love it. Just watching, hearing people and their expressions. They're like, whoa.
Yes.
It's really interesting, kind of the different perspectives from hearing and deaf people listening.
Absolutely.
So when you went to Gallaudet University, like what impact, did you want for deaf people to have when they put the headsets on?
First off, the way that visit came together was just truly an inspiration and is driving us as we continue on this evolution. But essentially, we had this notion that bone conduction technology can also impact people who are deaf and hard of hearing. And as we've been putting the technology on people's heads, no matter who they are, before we even knew whether they had hearing issues or not, people have expressed over time that, hey, I have hearing loss in this ear, or I'm partially deaf, or I have hearing loss in both ears. And when we put the headphone on them, their expression has been, it sounds like it's symmetrical across the board. And so as I've been presenting in different ecosystems, the technology in the company of Dome, we then got invited by President Cordano at Gallaudet University to bring our technology to campus. And as we were preparing to make the visit, I learned about how the football team actually communicates and moves from one drill to the next. And they use this drum that creates vibration so that the players can hear when to change to the next drill. And I was amazed by that. And then I learned that in 1894, the modern day football huddle was created at Gallaudet University. And when I learned that, I was so inspired that I will be coming and introducing a technology that can be impactful and transform folks' experience with headphones, but also to be a part of history as a Super Bowl champion, but also one where I can now be a part of that. And so when I immediately stepped foot on campus, I got greeted by the administrative staff, super warm, super welcoming. And then they walked me down to the football facility and the football team. And that's where Yvonne's and I first connected. And as I was sharing my story and then introducing Dome headphones to the team, every now and again, I would glance to my right to see Yvonne's just translating and bringing the warmth and that spirit into what I'm saying. So it was an immediate connection. And from there, once I finished and I showed the headphones to the players, they were all lighting up and they ran downstairs, down the steps. And Rodney Buford, who has been blazing the world with his acting and just what he done at Gallaudet. And congrats to the football team for taking home their championship and winning their conference. Major kudos to them for that. But
yes, congratulations.
Thank you. He stepped up. He's from New York. So I played a song that was so relevant to what he's used to. And immediately he lit up and started dancing, and we were dancing together. And just the way that he responded and reacted to that experience, it was contagious. So the next player got up, he put the headphones on, was lit up, and it was about, I would say, 8 to 10 players who experienced the tech. Then we traveled over to the audiology class. And there was one student in the audiology class who was hard of hearing in one ear. And she was the one who said, it sounds like the sound is symmetrical in both ears. And as we experienced that and saw how her fellow classmates lit up, because they are studying audiology, they are studying sound, they are looking at what's the latest technologies out there, what are some of the solutions for, mitigating hearing loss and driving new experiences. And we are here with Dome headphones. So it was an amazing engagement. And I think the best way to illustrate this is to actually show how that experience went. So if you don't mind, can you roll the Gallaudet highlight tape? That'd be awesome to see.
Yes, I would love to see that.
Amazing.
I often ask myself, what differentiates those who wish for better outcomes and those who do something about it? What separates the dreaming from the progress, wishing for reality? Sure, life is complex. There are a lot of moving parts to understand. But I think this element, those who build things in life are willing to not only see a reality that hasn't yet materialized, but they also understand that in a world of no, they have to be the yes.
I'm like not used to like both sides. They are like the same.
Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. That's incredible.
That comment where the woman said, I could hear the sound on both sides. That's really true.
Yes.
Like for me, I can hear a little bit more in this ear than I can in the other one. And sometimes I have to turn one up and turn the other down.
Wow.
And for that woman to say it was even, that's very impressive. That's impressive for me.
Yes.
So Tim, I have a personal question for you.
Yes.
So before you even started Dome Audio Inc., did you think you'd be doing something completely different? You know, doing something like this, meeting so many different people.
Yes. So growing up, I was always so engaged and fascinated with just the humankind. And I was raised to have a big heart. I was raised to engage with people. And one of my gifts that I have is the ability to cut hair. And I actually grew up landscaping with my grandparents. And so I developed this eye for something that's supposed to look beautiful. So if you can imagine when you get your hair done or you get your hair cut, it starts off, it looks unpleasant. But after you walk out that chair and you walk out that shop, you feel like a fresh, rejuvenated person with a new look. And so I was always inspired by creating art and putting my signature on each person's head because they're a representation of my work. And with that being said, that just developed my ability to operate business. That I was always a person with a big imagination. And in the business world, we call those visionaries. And so my connection with people, my purpose and drive in life to make people's lives more fulfilled and also to bring a better quality to their life. I feel like what I'm positioned to do now with Dome Audio, I love music. I'm a closet DJ, so I DJ at all my family's functions. But I love fashion. I was the best dressed on the New England Patriots. They actually voted me that award, and I was like, wow. But I just always love engaging with people. I love music. I love fashion. And I just love big platforms. I love being a part of things that are going to change the world. And so there was nothing else in my path other than, Dome Audio and what I was blessed with this. So I'm taking it full, sleeves rolled up, all the way entrenched. And we're really bringing this to the world together.
That said everything about your passion. You said it out loud.
Yes,
And it's an
absolutely.
important way to live your life. Everyone needs that kind of passion in the world. So tell me about your experience when you went to Texas School for the Deaf.
Oh, yes. So that was in October, and Yvonne's and I actually went out to the Texas School for the Deaf. We were invited to be a part of their homecoming festival, and there were a couple thousand people out there, and people walking back and forth down this long row of nothing but booths. And because we have a revolutionary technology, it was just a natural magnet for people to just attract at our booth. And we had several hundred people stop by. We had dozens and dozens of people, again, male, female, profoundly deaf, all the way to, hard of hearing. There might have been one or two people who were actually hearing that experienced the technology as well, but all walks of life. And when we put the headphones on, people were lighting up. And again, as people were walking by, they was naturally curious at, what is that over there? Let me go try it out. Let me learn more. And at the end of it, we then spoke to the football team, and it was their homecoming game. And they actually pulled out a big upset right at the end of the game. And so it was just an amazing experience. Yvonne's and I being out there engaging with people, and as they were asking about the technology and where we are in the evolution. And so it was really fulfilling. And that's a part of how we're going to be able to go around the different areas of the country, be a part of different events, and then take it global, and again, go to different regions of the world. So that's a part of our rollout.
I'm sure that was so exciting to see people put their headsets on for the first time.
Yes.
So I want to go back to before you went to Gallaudet. Did you ever ask yourself, were you kind of nervous about putting the headsets on? Deaf people, would they love the music? But you never expected deaf people to truly be in love with music. They would feel it. Did you ask that question of yourself before you even went to Gallaudet? Were you a little nervous? Like, oh gosh, I'm curious.
Yeah. So it was the response that we were getting along the last 3 to 4 years of putting our headphones on different people who expressed that they had hearing loss in one ear or slightly deaf. And that's where we grew I would say the confidence that we are getting the response from folks from the community who have hearing loss already. And so if we come in exactly who we are, very genuine, very sincere, and sharing and introducing Dome, that it will be received with the same type of energy. And when we did that and that first response happened with Rodney, it just set the tone for the rest of the day. So we knew at that point, whoever engages with the technology, they'll feel the spirit and they'll experience the spirit that's infused in our headphones and infused into our brand and our company and how we move every day. It's truly a passion where we said in our mission to impact the way the world experiences sound. And so with that leading us, we felt that everything around it and everything that comes with it would it would speak for itself. So that was the confidence that we had from the development of the technology. And then I would say actually studying technology and knowing the difference between air conduction and bone conduction and the science of cochlear implants. That's where we knew we were onto something with the incorporation of the 4 speakers and how they surround the ear and the anatomy of the cochlea. That's where we knew, okay, this can all come together and it could be a brand, a movement, a utility, and an overall technology that we can just drive to people in all corners of the world, all walks of life, And that's what our mission is.
You're teaching me so much about science. That's amazing. I'm just so happy that we have access. Before we didn't have access like this to this type of technology. And you're making it happen for everybody, for deaf people to feel included, especially when it comes to music.
Yes. Absolutely. And that's the part that was so moving for us when we realized that this technology, whether you're hearing or deaf or hard of hearing, this is one headphone, one sound, and it's bringing the world together. And that's what our campaign is about. That's what the mission is about. One sound, bringing access to the world. And we're expanding beyond just music. Our technology over time, we want to have language translation. We want to have multiple headphones that can be streaming the same sound or the same music, or be in environments where you might be watching a sport live in real time while getting commentary through the headphone. We want to where you go on tours like Disney World, or you go to an art museum where the tour guide is speaking through their headphone. The people in the audience can be hearing their commentary while communicating with each other seamlessly. So those are all the experiences that we want to bring. Meditation, or if you want to send louder sound to one side of the headphone versus the other to either fill a void or compensate for one side or the other to your respective hearing loss. So those are the things that we want to bring, and we have the ultimate headphone experience. And that's the difference between how we separate our technology and brand from all the other headphones that has come up to this point.
That's really nice. That's really cool. And the fact that you're bringing both worlds together so that everybody can enjoy the music at the same time and be involved, it's really important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, would you be providing that technology for other musicians, or, I'm just curious about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we have a platform, and I want to share this with you. So this dome cover here is a blank canvas, right? The dome cover that attaches to the frame of the headphone. This is a blank canvas, and we call this headphone real estate. So we have the ability to put any logo in the world, any skin, any material. It could be Sign One News. It could be Louis Vuitton. It could be New England Patriots. Yes. And so the dome cover is our way of driving the conversation to a particular community. So, for example, this is a concept look that I want to show you. This is Supreme, right? This is a brand that has took collaborations to the next level. So Supreme has collaborated with Jordan, with Nike, with Louis Vuitton. And here's another example. There might be some parts in the world for our listeners where it's a little cold outside. So imagine this concept with Uggs. We do a collaboration with Uggs where the sheepskin can be on the piece of the cover. And when you put the cover on, it's like an earmuff for the wintertime, right? So these are concept looks that we have where we can engage with brands, with musicians, yes, with celebrities, and anybody that has a logo or a movement or a social cause. We can literally put that on the face of the dome cover, and we can now engage with that audience and that community in a really emotional, connecting way. So that's part of our technology and how we'll be able to drive conversations that other brands really don't have that ability to do that.
That's so cool to be able to put your brand. I can put my name on there.
There you go. Yes. Absolutely. That's some of our future rollout. We're going to literally give you the keys to your own experience. And however you want your dome cover to look, we're going to provide that to you. We got some special things in the fold. So we're about growing our community, Dome Nation, with people all around the world that starting to be exposed and to witness what we're doing with Dome headphones and people's reaction and how they're responding literally to a prototype. And knowing this is created from scratch, it naturally takes time. When you're building a technology that's cutting edge and that can truly transform how people experience sound, it naturally takes time. But we're so far down the road now that is so close, Gatry. We're going to get it in the hands of you and the rest of the listeners in the world that's been waiting for it. So we're super excited about it. Yes.
I'm looking so forward to getting one.
Absolutely.
Speaking of that, how can people order the headsets? How?
Yes. I'm so glad you said that. So we're building up for our One Sound holiday drop. And the date of our drop is December 16th. And right now, what we're doing is, right around the corner. So this is our pre-order drop. And what we have live right now is our virtual bucks, where you can have a chance of earning up to $50 US towards the purchase of the headphone. And what we're also putting in place here is a payment structure where you'll be able to make incremental payments over time as we build up to fulfilling the actual units. So our price point is $499 US. But with the $50, you can bring it down to $449 if you choose to take advantage of that. And right now, if we wanted to run the ticker below, you can go to domeaudioinc.com/sign1news. And you could, right below, you can sign up.
Right
and
there.
When you sign up, you'll get $10 in virtual bucks towards your purchase. And if you share it to 3 people and they sign up, you get $30 towards your purchase. But if you share it to 5 people and they sign up, you get $50 towards your purchase. So that's happening literally right now. And that promotion is going to be ending on Friday, December 9th. So make sure you hit the website, you sign up, and you share it to as many people as possible so you can earn virtual bucks towards your pre-order. But that's essentially what we have live right now. And again, as we build up, we're in our pre-manufacturing stage right now. So our engineering team is working rigorously on the developments of our technology. We've been taking the feedback from our beta listeners, and we've been implementing that into our evolution of all of our iterations. And pretty soon here, what we're planning on possibly doing is when our first units, our first and next prototype comes off the press, we're then going to be fulfilling to some of our first purchasers and our first consumers and getting valuable feedback from them so we could continue to perfect our technology. And once that commercial unit is ready, it's going to blast off to the moon and reach the world. And so we're so grateful for the people who has come on board with us so far. And we're looking forward to anyone that is, ready to take that step with Dome and actually purchase and pre-order the unit and be a part of our evolution. It's a story that's going to be a part of history, no question.
Did you hear what he said? Pre-order it now. Grab it now.
Right now,
right now. Change your life.
Dome headphones. One headphone, one sound. Right now. Absolutely.
I'm so happy to have you here again. I appreciate you chatting with me. I'm looking forward to seeing the release. I've got to
Thank
order
you.
one for myself. Thank you so much. So go ahead and order, everybody. December 6th, 16th?
December 16th.
December
Yes.
16th.
Yes.
Not
Correct.
December 6th, December 16th.
December 16th. Yes.
Thank you so much for watching Sign One News, everyone. Have a
Yes.
great night.
And if we can we end on the last testimony from a lady who just snatched my heart away from her reaction to the headphones? And if we could play that real quick, I just want the world to see it. This is the perfect way to end it off.
Oh, of course, definitely.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Dome Nation, there's testimonies like the one I'm about to show you that inspires our mission to expand the boundaries of headphone technology for music lovers worldwide. Here's what I mean.